Welcome inside the Gallogly Event Center for a Saturday Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference showdown as the University of Colorado Springs Mountain Lions welcome in the South Dakota School of Mine Hardrockers. Hello everybody, I'm Jason Carter. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. We've got a doubleheader for you. First up, the ladies, the UCCS women coming off a close loss last night to Black Hills State University. The Mountain Lions have actually dropped 3 in a row, but they have a prime opportunity to get back into the win column as they welcome in a Hardrockers squad that has only won 3 games all season and currently sit in last place in the RMAC standings. So UCCS coming in with an 8-15 overall record. They are 7-10 in RMAC play, currently sit in 9th place in the conference, just 1 spot outside of making the conference tournament. So tonight could be a big one for the Mountain Lions as they close in on the end of their season. Starting lineups first for the visiting Hardrockers. They'll go with Bailey Johnson, Madeline Heiser, Sydney Durchie, Piper Bauer, and Naomi Hidalgo as their starting 5. Meanwhile, UCCS will go with the same 5 that they had last night. Alexa Dominguez, Breland Robinson. Here is Sydney Nillis being introduced right now. She'll be joined by Mason White and Agar Faris as UCCS, as I mentioned, looking to get back into the win column. It has been a couple of weeks, and they came oh so close last night, losing to Black Hills by just 3 points, and they had 2 shots within the last 10 seconds of regulation to try and tie it up and send it to overtime, and unfortunately both of those shots missed their mark. So UCCS will try and rebound this evening against South Dakota School of Mines. Don't forget the men's game will come up right after this one. So we have an action-packed filled evening of college basketball coming up for you. UCCS did beat South Dakota School of Mines when the two played up in Rapid City earlier this year. Actually was the other way around. Mines pulled off the victory, so just one of their 3 wins coming against the Mountain Lions earlier this year. UCCS wins the tip, and they have first possession. They work it down to Mason White in that short corner. Back up top to Dominguez. Robinson over to Nillis. Looking to get it inside. Couldn't work it in, so Robinson will put up a 3. Bree hit a couple of big ones yesterday, missed, but Dominguez there for the board, and she's left to put back short. First drive for South Dakota School of Mines off the mark, and Faris comes down with it. Mountain Lions always looking to feed it into Mason White, post player. And there goes Mason. There she got around her defender. 1 dribble, kicked it back out. Nillis now with 6 on the shot clock. Sydney stuck, hands it off to Robinson, who's going to have to put it up. Faris, lost track of the shot clock, and a violation there for UCCS. Hidalgo working on White. Spins right into Faris, and they're going to call a travel on Hidalgo. Good job by Agar to come over with the help side defense, and as Hidalgo made her spin move, she went right into the chest of Agar and shuffled her feet. South Dakota School of Mines in a 2-3 zone, almost kind of a 1-4 as they've got their middle baseline defender. Great take from Nillis as she goes reverse layup for the first 2 points of the game. Pull up Jay, no good. Rebound, long outside to the Hardrockers. Johnson got it, now kicks it back out. Bauer hands it back off to Johnson, who will look to restart the offense. Bailey Johnson, crossover, lefty layup, no good. Rebound to Nillis in the corner. Bree Robinson quickly out, missed the first shot. Good job by Mason White. And Mason will get a couple of free throws off the offensive rebound. The foul goes on Hidalgo, first foul of the game. Substitution comes in after the second free throw. The horn went off prematurely, so Mason will kind of reset. Missed that one off to the right. Now the substitute should be able to come in, if I'm not mistaken. And they're going to make her wait even longer. Okay. Mason's second free throw is short as well. Mason shot really well from the free throw line yesterday. At one point was 6 of 8. Vast improvement from her 31% free throw percentage on the year. Here's Hidalgo now over Mason, short. Barris thought about it, kicks it back over to Robinson. Bree and Agar. Now Dominguez from the elbow extended, no good. Mason there again. I think she bounced it off Hidalgo. She did, so it'll stay with UCCS. Just 6 seconds left on the clock as there was no change in possession. So the Mountain Lions are going to have to pay attention. They do. Got it to White. One bounce. Tried to go up. And Mason will head back to the free throw line. Mason White now on the line, shooting 2. There we go. Mason gets that one to fall. She went 0-2 her first time around. Second one off to the left. So Mason 1 of 4 from the charity stripe here early on. The Mountain Lions have a trap in the corner, but the Hardrockers break out of it. Hauser goes glass for the first 2 points. Heiser took almost 4 minutes, but South Dakota School of Mines gets on the board. That pass just a little bit too far for Mason, results in a turnover. Riley Ottman checks in for the first time for UCCS, replacing Alexa Dominguez, and she'll be in the front court as the Mountain Lions have a full court press on. Good defense by Agar, shot off the mark, but getting her own miss as a Hardrocker hits the deck. The second shot, no good. Also Robinson with the rebound this time around. Bree right down to Mason, one dribble, spin move, lefty, layup, Mason White. That's her patented move, gets that feed, one dribble, and that's about all it takes. So Mason, her first bucket, she has 3 points. Another double team trap. They're going to say it went off of Forrest and will stay with South Dakota School of Mines. Talia DePetrio in for the first time for UCCS. Durchie driving, stops, kicked it back out, and they're going to call her for a 3-second violation. That brings us to the media timeout. 4:57 to go. Kind of a slow start, but UCCS does have a 3-point lead. Welcome back inside the Gallogly Event Center. Under 5 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Teams combined for just 7 points. Forrest hands it off to DiPetrio, who then gives it to Robinson. A little bit of a 3-man weave at the top of the key for UCCS. DiPetrio this time kicks it out to Robinson for a 3-ball short. Little Harlem Globetrotter looking drill up there around the 3-point arc by the Mountain Lions on that previous possession, as Mason White comes away with the steal and tries to lead out a break. Petrio back over to White. Robinson. Ottman. Riley, crossover, another crossover. They work it back around, down low to Forrest. Nice touch pass back out to Robinson. Her shot no good. Neither team shooting all that well. The Mountain Lions just 2 of 9, and South Dakota School of Mines just 1 of 7. Alexander is going to get called for a travel before the shot went up. Robinson, a tough take. That was kind of a wild shot, however. Went up with her right hand on the left-hand side, so Heiser comes out with it, and we're going to have a foul called on Robinson. She was trying to work her way over the screen. So she will take a seat, and Nillis is back in the lineup. Down low to Hidalgo. Nice spin move and 1 for Naomi Hidalgo. Hidalgo looked to tie it up with a free throw and missed it. Lob down low, White with the good catch, and then the reverse over the head layup. Mason White with another good move down low. She has 5 of the team's 7 points. Kick into the corner, 3-ball, good. That ties it up out of the hands of Madeline Heiser. Heiser and White the offense for their respective teams so far, both with 5 of their team's 7 total points. Ottman into the lane, spin move, Riley Ottman showing off the handles as she goes glass. Bauer working on DiPetrio. Got a screen from Hidalgo, and they're going to get that foul on DiPetrio. Her first, as she too was trying to work over the screen. Barris will take a seat, replaced by Dominguez. Well, Savea Mansfield checks in for the first time, and she has the ball right now for South Dakota. Oh, lost up top, and Nilles comes away with the steal all by herself. Sydney Nilles with the easy layup. Hidalgo, 3-ball, good. Naomi Hidalgo, the junior from Greeley, hits the 3. Mason White, great save to keep that ball from going out of bounds. She was triple teamed. Now Ottman's 3-ball is short. Who else? Mason White, the offensive rebound, put back, no good. Now Dominguez with an offensive board. Fresh shot clock for UCCS. Ottman. 5 on the shot clock as we're under 60 seconds to go. Dominguez off the back rim, and a long rebound to Johnson. Johnson will take as much time off the clock as possible. It's about 20 seconds difference, so the Mountain Lions should get another possession if they can hold South Dakota here. Spin move short. No rim touch, so shot clock did not reset. Quick 3-ball as the shot clock goes off is good from from Madeline Heiser. And South Dakota School of Mines has their first lead of the ball game. UCCS with 5 left, and pushed out of bounds is Sydney Nilles. So first lead of the contest for South Dakota School of Mines is checking in for the first time Sophia Bela in the lineup for UCCS. Sophie had her first game back yesterday in almost 6 weeks. Off the inbound, quickly gets it back. 3-ball, oh. Hit every side of the rim, but did not fall. So after 10 minutes of play, South Dakota School of Mines hits a 3 right at the end, and they will head into the break with a 2-point lead. We'll be back in just a minute with more Mountain Lion basketball. So in that first quarter, South Dakota School of Mines started shooting a little bit better. They ended up 5 of 12 for just under 42%, while UCCS was 5 of 17 for 29%. So more opportunities for the Mountain Lions, just couldn't get them to fall as a travel is called here on the first possession for the Hardrockers. Gaia Zimbardo checked into the lineup for UCCS at the quarter break. As that pass goes through the hands of Ottman and out of bounds, and Emily Doolittle making an appearance here. Emily doesn't get a lot of playing time, but UCCS short a couple of bodies this evening, so Doolittle will get a run here. Zimbardo came over and she's going to pick up a foul as she was trying to help out on that drive by Heiser. Both free throws are good from Heiser, and the lead is pushed out to 4. Down low to Zimbardo. Great inlet pass, better hands and finish from Zimbardo on the left-hand side. Kick into the corner, saved, thrown towards the middle of the court, and Zimbardo comes away with the steal. Lost it, but picked it back up. Ottman now running the show. Hands it off to Doolittle. Abela. Back over to Emily. Hands it off to Riley. Crossover, Riley. Back out to Emily. 3-ball off the back rim. Oh, it fell into the hands of Ottman, who will get a couple of free throws. Just in the right place at the right time was Riley Ottman.
First personal foul, first team foul, Riley Ottman, held the line, shooting 2.
Ottman is 70% free throw shooter, missed the first one, second one is good. And she will be subbed out, replaced by Bree Robinson. Hidalgo back in the lineup for South Dakota. Hidalgo thought about the 3, but Zimbardo gets out on her. They work it down low. Kick out into the corner, another 3-ball up. Oh, rattled all the way around and out. They're going to call Doolittle for a carry as she went to go start her move. Kind of flipped her hand over the top, not allowed to do that. Good job by Zimbardo. Got a piece of that shot there from Hidalgo, so a block, but then got a little bit too physical after Hidalgo regathered the ball, and it's going to pick up a personal foul. Her second, as Bree Robinson will take a seat, replaced by Emily Hovas. Getting free off the inbound was Mansfield, and a quick finish from her. Bela kick out, Hovas fresh off the bench, missed that 3-ball. Mansfield with a good cut, but lost control of the ball, rolled right to one of her teammates. 6 on the shot clock, 3-ball, nothing but net from Heiser. And Heiser's in double figures. She's actually got 13 to lead all scorers. Kick pass, Doolittle, back up top to Hovas. Abela. Just beyond the free throw line, off the back rim, off the top of the board, no good. Dirty spin move, and I think they're going to get Zimbardo again potentially, and if they do, that's the third. Yeah, so that's exactly who it's going to be on. So Zimbardo, with her third personal, is going to have to sit for quite a while as Mason White and Agar Ferris come in to replace her and Sydney Nillis. Durchi with 2 free throws. First one, wide right. Second one is good, and she'll be replaced in the lineup by Lauren Herman. White let the traffic clear. South Dakota School of Mines saw the play coming, but the defender kind of jumped right past her, so good job there by Mason to be patient as she gets another 2 points. Alexander drops in 2. Heiser looking to push, picked up by Abela. Alexander again in the post, working on White. The extra touch pass, Heiser, 3-ball is good. Madeline Heiser is feeling it. She is 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. And she has 17 points. And then she comes away with a steal, loses the ball, picked up by Alexander, and I think they're going to get Sophie Abela for diving in on that loose ball. That brings us to the media timeout. Mountain Lions have no answer currently for Madeline Heiser. She leads all scorers with 17 as South Dakota School of Mines has a 10-point lead. We'll be right back. South Dakota School of Mines, they are 5 of 6 from beyond the three-point arc, and that has helped them build this 10-point lead. 4 of those threes have come from Madeline Heiser, as she has 17 points. She is currently outscoring UCCS all by herself. Good steal there from Agar. Forrest looking to push, but South Dakota is back in time. Abela, kick out. Hovas, wide open three, no good. And then Abela is called for an over the back. So that puts South Dakota School of Mines in the bonus, so we'll head all the way down to the other end for some free throws. And Mansfield hits the first. Second one is also good. Doolittle was going one way, the pass from Hovas went the other, so it ends up in the front row, and another turnover for the Mountain Lions. Alexander in the key. Good job by Dominguez. And they're going to say Dominguez got her across the arm as she was going in for the tie-up, trying to force a jump ball. So Alexander now will be at the free throw line. Alexander with a good touch from the line, 73% on the season. Second one rolls around and in. So Mountain Lions find themselves down by 14 with just under 4 minutes to go before halftime. Three ball is good. Talia DiPietro with a triple there. And then a turnover, an offensive foul going against Piper Bauer. Bauer, the leading scorer for South Dakota School of Mines, has been held scoreless here in the first half. Hovas on the cut, goes up, and there's going to be a foul there. That one will be on Alexis Bachhaus. Hovas misses the first free throw. Second one is good. Free throw line extended, shot no good, and Dominguez comes away with it, and she is looking to run. Nice feed down low to Forrest, who had it partially rejected by Alexander, but it's run down by Hovas in the corner. Emily now working around all the defenders, but Alexander again got her hand on it. Couple of substitutions, Robinson and White back in for UCCS, while Durchie and Heiser were back in the lineup for South Dakota School of Mines. Mason White, good job to get it out to Sydney as she was getting double teamed. DiPetrio, Barris, 3 on the shot clock. Nilles puts up a 3, no good. Robinson, a triple, no good, tipped out. Nilles, good save right to DiPetrio, who puts up a long 2, that's no good either. Nice backdoor cut, but Robinson got her hands on it to slow down the pace just a little bit. The shot from Alexander goes wide, and then it rolls into the UCCS bench and out of bounds. Both teams are going cold. South Dakota School of Mines 0 for the last 4. UCCS 1 for their last 7. Alexander, I don't think ever totally left her feet. That's why a travel wasn't called on that play. Heiser, the runner, no good. White, another rebound. Skip pass, Nilles. Couldn't get around her defender. Here's White at the free throw line working on Alexander. Lot of contact there as White hits the deck, but nothing called either direction. Heiser will now hold for the last shot. Ten on the game clock. 7, 6. Heiser, good defense from Robinson. Gets into the lane, shot right at the last second. Air ball, no good, saved. And that will be the last action of the first half as the South Dakota School of Mines increase their lead there in the second quarter, and they have a 10-point advantage, 30-20, as we head into the locker room. Take a look at some of the action from the first half as we run down a couple of the stats. First for UCCS, 26% from the field. South Dakota School of Mines shot 39%. Mason White, you see her there, led the Mountain Lions with 7 points and 4 rebounds. Madison Hidalgo was the go-to in the early portion for the Hardrockers. She ended up with 5 points, while Madison Heiser here from the corner, 3 of her game-high 17. She went 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. Here's another triple from Heiser. The sophomore absolutely put on a clinic there in the first half as her team has this 10-point advantage over the UCCS Mountain Lions as we head into the break. One more from Heiser. Yeah, it's good. She was absolutely feeling it. A late 3 from DiPetrio. Cut the deficit a little bit, but the Mountain Lions couldn't get any closer. All right, so we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second quarter, second half.
My name is Al Wilson. I'm the main stage event coordinator for the Office of Student Activities, which is the department that brought you Roar Days. OSA handles everything from X to Z when it comes to the planning of Roar Days. We do the budgeting, the event coordinating, the execution, as well as partnering with other departments to really bring a successful week of events to campus. The whole point of Roar Days is to bring a week of events that kind of bring students together on campus when they're not in class. The weather's starting to warm up, and we really want to try to reach as many students as possible. We do different events that hit different demographics. The driving kind of focus towards commuters, the black light might be towards residential students. And we just try to reach all the students and bring them together. It's been incredible to go to school here the past few years and really get to be part of that community and see whether it's athletic events or a homecoming dance. Students always come out and they're always excited to be there. And it's a really great experience.
People should come see Aubergine because I think that even though it was written a few years ago and even though it's set in 2013, all of the themes are completely relevant.
As I'm getting older and I see my parents getting older, it's kind of a window into the future in a sense. And in a way, it helps me come to terms with what I have to accept is offing in the future.
I saw this show many years ago when it premiered at Berkeley Rep, and I saw it right after my mother had passed, and so I was just sitting in the audience like weeping, hoping that no one was noticing, and I was in the back of the row, but it just completely moved me.
오는 2월 저의 연극을 보러 오셔서 잊지 못할 추억을 만드세요.
The majestic mountain lion, one of nature's most powerful predators. Primarily indigenous to the Americas, this big cat is known to make its home just about anywhere. Although most consider them to be solitary in nature, these big cats actually show advanced social intelligence. This cat is known to be territorial, and as such will fiercely defend its territory from other big cats, employing a blend of power and stealth, except during courtship. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
As far as I know, this is the only center in the nation that really integrates clinical services and undergraduate and graduate education and research.
The Hibble Center is a result of leadership from two pillar organizations, UCCS and Centura Health, recognizing an opportunity and a need for this community and coming together to make something very special happen.
Students, teachers, researchers, collaborating with our excellent caregivers at Centura Health is what's going to make this place super special.
We have traveled the world, looked at all the wonderful sports medicine facilities, and can say that this is really the only true facility that brings the academics and the clinical piece under one roof.
If you look at the two organizations, UCCS and Centura, they've been long-term partners in the community, very committed to the Colorado Springs community, and I can't think of a better partnership.
We found with Centura Health a shared vision and a commitment to create a sport medicine performance center that integrates undergraduate and graduate education, which is geared towards experiential learning as well as research.
I would define sports medicine as a comprehensive care of athlete. The Hibble Center has everything you could ever want as far as an athlete or an active person, as far as equipment, personnel from athletic training staff to performance coaches to physicians, state-of-the-art radiology, MRI, ultrasound, real-time x-ray, everything you could want in a one-stop sports medicine center.
We understand movement, we understand biomechanics, and so when we're training our athletes, we know how to train them the right way. When you're sprinting, you're not just running down the track. We know your knee angle, your hip angle, how much force production you need. And so there's a lot of value in that for making sure what we're doing in sports performance training actually transfers to what you're doing in your sport.
With the collaboration between UCCS and Centura, we have the opportunity to help be on the leading edge of new and improved medical procedures and treatments.
I'm excited about the entire building, whether it's education, rehabilitation, whether it's actually dedication to increased performance. This building really has it all.
When you look at our facilities, we've really designed the facilities so you can do just about anything you'd want to do. For someone like me who studies altitude physiology, we've got altitude chambers, environmental chambers, we've got exercise labs, we've got biomechanics labs, we have rooms that are set up to do, sophisticated biochemical work. Everything is under one roof.
We have 14 instructional spaces in this building. We only have 5 typical classrooms, so the rest of them are actually instructional laboratories, which combine experiential education and then the traditional didactic education.
When you look at this project, I have to think of the vision of Venkat Reddy and Centura Health for what they are doing to truly have an impact on sports performance, education, and medicine within the Pikes Peak region, the state, and the nation.
Picking the right college is key. And with one-on-one attention and hands-on experience, UCCS fuels success.
Apply today at uccs.edu.
The majestic mountain lion, the perfect combination of size and deadly agility. This big cat is capable of speeds of 40 to 50 miles per hour, when properly motivated. UCCS, find your inner mountain lion.
UCCS gives me the freedom I need. With flexible courses and an inspiring campus, UCCS fuels success.
Apply today at uccs.edu.
I always dreamed of being an engineer. It encompassed everything that excited me when I was younger. And my first job in the military was an aviation mechanic, which kind of led me to come here to UCCS.
UCCS fits a niche that none of the others do. It's that first generation kid that wants to go to college. And if we're able to successfully help that kid through college. They can become an incredibly productive member of the community, and odds are, if they become a college graduate, their children and their grandchildren are going to become a college graduate.
It's gonna seem hard, it's gonna seem impossible, but it's not. I mean, I picked a pretty hard degree, and I'm almost done. And I've been a single parent the entire time.
70% of our students work and go to school. First of all, I would love to see them supported, but they're also entering the workforce with that work ethic in their mind. That means they are going to hit the ground running and make a difference for the organizations they work for.
I've had some pretty hard financial crises during my time in school. Adulting is hard, for sure. But I'm not sure I would have been as successful during this time without the aid as I have been, because after my first year, it's been there, it's helped me, and I've continued to work harder because of it, because I don't want to let these people down. You know, they're investing in me and my future, and I want them to be proud of what they put their time and money into.
When you provide a scholarship to a student, that scholarship helps that students get through school, graduate, and enter our community as an employer, as a leader. So really, at the end of the day, our community benefits when our students are supported with scholarships.
I can't tell you how many managers I've talked to who say, I'm always worried about where my next employee is going to come from and where my next professional is going to come from. And isn't it terrific that we have so many well-qualified and well-trained students coming out of UCCS who can fill my employment needs? That's a big economic driver for Colorado Springs and the Pikes Peak region.
A gift to UCCS is an investment in the students. It's an investment in their success, because that is what UCCS cares about. They care about whether or not these students graduate and go out into the world and be successful.
When you make an investment in the next generation of professionals, you're really making an investment in our community.
I always dreamed of being an engineer, and now that I'm so close to graduation, I've got an internship. I feel like I'm well on my way to accomplishing that dream.
Take a look at the stats from the first 20 minutes of the game as UCCS trails by 10 points to South Dakota School of Mines. Welcome back inside the Gallogly Event Center. I'm Jason Carter, and in the second quarter, the Mountain Lions were outscored by 8 points. You take a look at the statistics running down, and a lot of them in favor of the visiting Hardrockers. About the only thing the Mountain Lions doing well is hitting the offensive boards, in particularly Mason White. She's got 4 rebounds, as does Alexa Dominguez, as that is what has kept the Mountain Lions within striking distance here against the visiting Rockers. Start the third quarter. Mountain Lions will have first possession. Bree Robinson getting ready to take it out on the far side of the court. And so the first possession, let's see if the Mountain Lions can get this down to a single-digit deficit. Dominguez, no good. Hardrockers at this point, I know it's still very early in but you would imagine that they'd be okay with kind of killing some clock, as the Mountain Lions have had a hard time shooting the ball, just 1 of 12 from beyond the arc. So South Dakota School of Mines doing a pretty good job on that, in that regard. Because coming in, they actually allowed the opponents to shoot almost 31% from beyond the arc. So doing a nice job on those long ball threats from the Mountain Lions. Forrest with 7 on the shot clock gets it over to Nillis. Sydney's shot, no good. And Bauer, who is still yet to score. She averages over 14 a game, but scoreless here is Piper Bauer. Down low to Hidalgo, working on White. Looking for some help, bumps Forrest off of her, kicks it out. 3 ball, no good. Long rebound, however, picked up by Dirtsey, but then thrown right to Dominguez. Quickly gets it up to Robinson. Bree stops, pops, and nails it. Bree Robinson, her first 2 points are the first 2 points of this half. Nice backdoor cut. And didn't get it to fall, but Johnson will have a couple of free throws. Johnson left it short. Second one is good. That's the first point of the second half, just about 2 minutes in for South Dakota Mines. Nillis takes the screen from Dominguez, then kicks it over to Robinson. Bree going baseline. Found wide open Alexa, whose shot is no good. Rebound being fought for. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow is with the Hardrockers, so they will head back the other way as UCCS did get the ball at halftime. Press coming from the Mountain Lions. Dominguez and Nillis at the point. Robinson is the one who was looking like she was going to try and trap, but never got an opportunity. Quickly down low to Hidalgo, working on Mason White, and Hidalgo drops in 2 more. Dominguez, no good. Saved out of bounds, however, by Dirtsey. Fresh 30 on the shot clock as the ball did change possession. Robinson hands it off to Dominguez. She gives it back to Forrest. Cigar back over to Bree for another 3 ball, no good. Rough 3-point shooting for the Mountain Lions continues, just 1 of 13 now. Double screen set, the shot, however, off the mark, and it'll go off Hidalgo and out of bounds, but then an official who was behind the play comes in and changes the call. So it'll stay here with South Dakota School of Mines. Now the shot clock, I believe, needs to be adjusted because it got reset to 30 when they said initially it belonged to the Mountain Lions. Okay, now it's back down to 20 where it should be. So Here we go, 6:20 to go in the third quarter. Good hands from Fars to poke it away, and then they're going to get Robinson for a little bit too much of a reach. For Bree, just her second team foul of the half for UCCS as well. Kaiser now back to the free throw line. Kaiser gets the first one to fall. She hits both of them, and she's up to 19 points. Beat into the middle of the court, and it's picked off by the defense. Nice backdoor cut. Yeah, Dominguez a little bit too much body contact there along the baseline as she got into Bailey Johnson. Take another look, a nice backdoor cut on the feed, and Dominguez just too much, pushing Johnson out of bounds. So mass subs for UCCS as Hovas, Ottman, and DePetrio have all checked in. Hardrockers just working really well on the offensive boards. They got another one there, but missed the putback. Hovas got it down to White. Mason, one dribble, looking for some help, and she's going to get called for a travel. Yep. Got a little bit of contact, and then the defender kind of backed off a little bit, and Mason kind of slid her foot, unfortunately, to result in the turnover. That brings us to the media timeout. Mountain Lions still down by double digits. The third quarter going very similarly to the second quarter for UCCS. Just 1 of 6 from the field are the Mountain Lions here. South Dakota School of Mines also just 1 of 6, but they've hit a couple of free throws as well. So that's really the difference, as the teams have combined for just 7 points through the first 5 minutes of the quarter. Janzi Mers, who just checked in, had the ball at the free throw line and then tried to hand it off, but her teammate Heiser drug her pivot foot just a little bit too much. Hovas into the lane, split the defenders, threw it off of the bottom of the backboard. It'll stay with UCCS. Ottman, nice step back. Shot, however, off the mark. Hovas with the offensive rebound. They work it around, get it back to Emily, who ran all the way across the baseline. Then she puts up a three. Emily Hovas with the triple. Her first basket of the evening. She's got 4 points, thanks to that three and a free throw. And then Mason White steps in front of the offense and picks that one off. You saw Ottman hit the deck as the Mountain Lions were coming back down the court, but she appears to be okay. She's going to put up a shot. Looking pretty good there as it goes in, nothing but net from about 17 feet. Wild shot off the mark. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow is with UCCS. Hovas. Another three, and it is good again. Emily Hovas has hit her last 2 3-pointers, and she now has a team high 7 points. Her and Mason with lucky number 7. Hidalgo hands it off. Faris got the ball away for a minute. Couldn't pick up the loose one, though. 6 on the shot clock. Heiser continues her great game as she hits the little floater in the lane. That brings her up to 21 points as we have the first coaches called timeout of the half, which means it's a media timeout. The deficit has been cut down a little bit. It stands at 7. So UCCS has picked up the offense here a little bit over the last couple of minutes since the media timeout, truly, as they have scored 8 points since then after only having a couple before through the first 5 minutes of the quarter. Forrest gets a screen from White. Kicks it back out to Petrio. Petrio took it left, tried to scoop it up right, missed it. Then the steal there from Forrest, and a fresh shot clock for UCCS. To Petrio. Skip pass to Forrest. Agar up top to Hovas, who's hit a couple of three-pointers in the last few minutes. Now Forrest puts up the shot from the elbow and knocks it down. All of a sudden, the Mountain Lions shooting way better than they have throughout the course of this game. And then a turnover by the Hardrockers. UCCS 3 of their last 4, and they are on a 10-2 run over the last 4.5 minutes. Abela tried to get it down to White, but a bullet. Luckily, it went off the hands of Hidalgo, and will stay with the Mountain Lions.
One minute.
60 seconds to go as Abela crosses over back into the middle of the lane. Sophie's shot is off the mark, and it'll again stay with UCCS. The ball did hit the rim, so I feel like the shot clock should reset. Okay, guess not. I mean, it doesn't matter as Emily Hovas has been lighting it up. She now has 9 points, a team high. And 7 of those have come in the last 2.5 minutes. Barris left her feet, and she'll pick up a foul as the Hardrockers will have a couple of free throws with under 20 seconds to go. Mountain Lions have done a really nice job as they have cut the deficit to just 1 possession. They have doubled up South Dakota School of Mines here in the third, 14-7. Dirtshey missed the first free throw, second one coming. Whoever gets the rebound can hold out for the last shot. Mountain Lions have it, they do. Abela will bring it over midcourt with 13 seconds to go. Hovas, threw it right at Alexander, who was fronting Mason White. Long three at the buzzer. Well, that one might be a little difficult to get down for anybody to get stuck up there at the top of the backboard. They're asking the guys team for some help here to see if they can jump up and get it as they walk off. But that's a good 13 feet in the air, so best of luck with that one. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll see if that ball's still stuck as the Mountain Lions have gotten to within 3. minutes. That's all that stands between one of these two teams and a victory. The Mountain Lions figured it out a little bit there the last 3 minutes of the third quarter as they held South Dakota School of Mines scoreless for 2.5 of those as they cut their deficit from double figures. It was all at 14 all the way down to just 3. Oh, Hidalgo with a tough shot down low. She split 2 Mountain Lion defenders, was able to finish with the scoop, and she'll have a free throw. Can't complete the three-point play. Her teammate comes flying in. Dirtschi forces a tie-up. Ball, however, will stay with the Mountain Lions. Abela tried to kick it out. White has to run it down. 7 on the shot clock. Mason pulls up from about 15 and missed it. And then Dirtschi touched it, but there's only 3 seconds left on the shot clock, so the Mountain Lions are going to have to be quick. Ball did not hit any rims, so again, 3 seconds. Abela gonna have to be quick. She does, right to Ferris. Great inbounds pass there between those two ladies. Abela and Forrest were on the same page from that inbounds play, and was a nicely drawn up one. Hidalgo trying to get around Nagar. Does. Hook shot no good. Mason White with another rebound. Lob in low. White, one dribble. And Mason will get a couple of free throws. Mason got the second one. Bela guarding Heiser. Heiser got all the way to the rim. The shot was off the mark, though, and they're going to say it went off of South Dakota School of Mines. So the Mountain Lions with an opportunity here to tie it up, down just 2. Again, they were down 14 at one point and have done a really nice job to get back into it. DePatrio hands it off to Forrest. Gives it to Abela. White. Now everybody's touched it as Hovas for the lead. Got it. Emily Hovas with another three-pointer. And the Mountain Lions have their first lead since 22 seconds left in the first quarter when they were up 11-10. And the defense come up with another stop. Hidalgo, 1 on the shot clock. No good. Abela comes down with it. Let's see if UCCS can extend their lead. Oh, great passing. Abela to Hovas, to White down low, and Mason finishes it off as you see him give the freshman Hovas a hug as Emily has come off the bench and been an absolute spark plug. She's got a team-high 12 points as South Dakota School of Mines calls a full timeout. Let's take another replay. Great look there from Hovas to White as the Mountain Lions will head into the timeout up by 3.
Beat.
UCCS is on an 8-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes, a 20-4 run over the last 9 minutes of play. And they've also held South Dakota School of Mines scoreless for another 2.5. So they are doing it all as they come back and now have a 3-point lead after trailing by as many as 14. Let's see if there's enough left in the tank, and they're going to get an offensive foul on the screen. Trying to set the pick was Dirtschi, and her teammate did not bring the defender close enough, and so Dirtschi kind of had to stick her hip out a little bit. I mean, that one's on Heiser. You got to really rub off the shoulder of that screen player, and she did not do her teammate any favors. DiPetrio gets it to Faris in the lane. That one is short, poked out, picked off by Abela. White trying to return the favor. Hovas just couldn't finish. Those two connected on the previous possession for a nice play. It would have been back-to-back nice plays. DiPetrio jumps the passing lane. Couldn't come away with the steal, however, so it ends up going out of bounds. Hidalgo finishing down low again, and she ends a nearly 4-minute scoreless drought for South Dakota School of Mines with those 2 points. Three ball from the corner, no good. Mountain Lions may be rushing a little bit. They were so patient in coming back from their deficit. They cannot start to rush shots here. Dirtschi tried to go down to Hidalgo and threw it over her head. Bela takes the screen from White, gets all the way to the rim and finishes. Sophia Bela, her first 2 points of the ball game. Hidalgo, a trailer 3, no good. Rebound will go off of the Hardrockers and back to UCCS. That brings us to the final Media timeout, 4:54 to go. UCCS clinging to a 3-point lead. So media timeouts are done. However, UCCS still has 4 timeouts. They haven't called a timeout the entire game, as a matter of fact. And South Dakota School of Mines, they still have 2 left. So I imagine we will have plenty more stoppages of play as this game remains close here over the final 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Baris, drive, kick back out. Hovas, Abela, Sophie, kick out. Agar, thought about it again, but instead drives deep. They're going to call Faris for a charge, offensive foul, as Dirchi actually got behind Agar. So how you can charge somebody who's behind you when you're going towards your basket, I'm not quite sure, but the officials make the call anyways. Heiser, who's been quiet here in the second half. She had 17 at the break, and then just as I say that, she drops in 2 more. She's now got 23 in the contest. Baris drops in a couple more, and Agar's got 6 points. Step back 3 is good. Those are the first 3 points for Bauer. Piper, again, averaging over 14 a game. The leading scorer for South Dakota School of Mines scores here in the 4th quarter for the first time in the contest. The 3-ball also ties it up at 46 apiece. Nice feed down low. Mason White, 1 dribble, and she'll go to the free throw line. Mason is 2 of 6 from the free throw line today. Has a couple more. First one is good. Telling you, she changed her free throw approach. Has a lot more arc on it the last couple of weeks. So obviously been working really hard on this part of her game. And it's really paid off. I know it's been kind of a rough start in this game, but she knocks down both of those here late to re-give UCCS a lead. Yesterday she shot really well from the line as well. And her free throw percentage has climbed pretty significantly over the last 3 or 4 weeks. So good signs for Mason there. She does get a lot of free throw opportunities. Kicked into the corner. Good hands from Hovas to stop the rotation of the ball. Johnson is going to get called for a travel. Hovas. Oh, Emily Hovas having a career night. She's got 15 points, which is a career high, by the way, off the bench for the freshman. 3-ball responded on the other end. There's Bauer again. So she's coming on here late with her second 3-pointer in the quarter. Skip pass. Faris. Got it down low to White, goes straight up. Mason White finishes with 2 more. Mason with 14. And the Mountain Lions doing exactly what they need to do, responding to anything that South Dakota School of Mines is throwing towards them. Oh, another 3 from Johnson in the corner. And all of a sudden, South Dakota School of Mines cannot miss from beyond the arc. Both teams actually lighten it up over their last couple of minutes. UCCS is 4 of their last 5. South Dakota Mines is 5 of their last 6. That shot no good. Rebound will stay with UCCS. The ball hit the rim though, so I'm curious to why the shot clock isn't resetting after it hits the rim. I think the officials are probably going to look at it and see what happened, because let's take another look at it. Abela's shot definitely hits the rim, and then it's loose. So the shot clock at this point should have reset. Maybe there shouldn't be the full 20, but there should be at least 18 or 19. If the ball stays with UCCS, it would be the full 30, obviously, if they decide the possession goes over to South Dakota School of Mines. take another look at it here, and let's see if we can see who it went off. I wonder if that's what they're looking at. I don't know if we can reverse that a little bit, maybe slow it down. Looks like it was Hidalgo who tried to push it over to Heiser, and it went off out of bounds off of her. The officials have an angle that we don't have. There's a camera on the wall, so the ball will literally be coming right into the camera. So we'll see what they ultimately decide there. You see the two officials right there, and it looks like those two have made their decision, so they'll call in the third and let him know what's going on. Under a minute to go as well. This game has turned out to be a pretty good one. Looked like it was going to be a bit of a sleeper. South Dakota School of Mines built a double-digit lead heading into halftime, but the Mountain Lions in the second half have really picked it up as they've scored 33 points over the last two quarters and have a 1-point lead currently. Now they'll call in the coaches, give the explanation. And it looks like it's going to be UCCS ball underneath the basket, and they will have 20 seconds on the shot clock. So the officials, I believe, got it right, as again, the shot went off the rim. So there was no reason for the shot clock not to reset, and I'm glad they got it right. So here we go. 50 seconds to go. Mountain Lions with possession and a 1-point lead. Quickly got it into Mason White. Now they just need to kill a little bit of clock. Ottman, who just checked in at the break, receives the handoff, gets it back over to Faris. Hovas, Abela, down low to Mason, who is tied up. Yeah, possession error goes to the Hardrockers. Trying to force it into Mason White. I get it. She very, very good down low, but the Hardrockers have been double teaming her this entire game. And with Emily Hovas shooting the ball so well, and then Abela tried to body up Heiser as she came across the court, but got a little bit too close and picks up her third personal. I think the officials just checking on the foul numbers, and UCCS is going to call a 30-second timeout in order to set up their defense, and we'll just stay right here. Let's run down a couple of the individual stats for you. First, for the visiting Hardrockers, it has been all Madeline Heiser and Naomi Hidalgo. They have combined for 34 of South Dakota School of Mines' 52 total points. Heiser, who's been kind of quiet here in the second half, is 7-11 overall, 4-4 from beyond the arc. Sydney Durchie has 10 rebounds. No points, but 10 rebounds. Meanwhile, for the Mountain Lions, Emily Hovas, a career-high 15 points on 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. She's also hit a free throw, while Mason White's chipped in 14 points and a team-high 6 rebounds, as they've combined for more than half of the squad's points in the game. So in the backcourt, shot clock is off. So South Dakota School of Mines can hold for the last shot if they choose. Heiser working high up top, and then Abela picked up the foul. So they want to try and send South Dakota School of Mines to the free throw line, it looks like. That's the fourth team foul, so you wonder if one more quick one is coming send the Hardrockers to the free throw line and force them to make it theirs. They shoot just 67% as a team. Abela is going to have to be careful, though, because she now has 4 fouls. Hidalgo got around White. Oh, good job by Forrest to tie her up, and they're going to call it travel on Hidalgo. Agar Forrest forced that turnover as she came over with the weak side help and turned it into an extra possession for the Mountain Lions, and a 30-second timeout is called by South Dakota School of Mines. So they have just 1 left, but there is 5.2 seconds to go. So if you're the Mountain Lions, who do you want on the floor? Robinson, Nillis, Sophia Abela, and Agar Ferris are arguably your 4 best free throw shooters that are available. As Jessica Nation is injured, but she actually is the best free throw shooter on the team, but unfortunately at the moment she is not available. So they are going to go with Ottman, Hovas, Abela, Faris, and Mason White. So they put Mason all the way down on the other end of the court. Now UCCS is going to call a timeout because apparently they didn't get enough time to talk about it. And they're going to take the ball over mid-court. So they don't have to go the full length of the court. They've only got half of it to go. So the Mountain Lions now down to 2 timeouts. South Dakota School of Mines is down to 1. But again, just 5.2. If UCCS can get it in, and it looks like they actually subbed in Sydney Nillis for Riley Ottman. So they'll put Nillis in there instead. From a free throw percentage, it's kind of a wash, but I might have put in Nillis over Mason White because Mason not a great free throw shooter, but so Nillis, Hovas, Faris, Abela, and White for UCCS. I imagine Mason out there along the three-point arc is going to go down and set a screen for Hovas to try and get her free so that she can get the ball in. That's exact. And a horn went off again, and we're trying to figure out why. Obviously, Lynn Plett not super happy as his team was already in the middle of a play. So now UCCS is going to reset it up, but South Dakota Mines has seen what the play is. They get it into Faris. Good job. They've killed a couple of seconds. Oh, great job by the Mountain Lions to run out the last 5.2 seconds and not get fouled. Great job from UCCS on the quick passes. Hovas got it over to Nillis at the last second before a defender came flying by, and the Mountain Lions hold on to a 53-52 victory over South Dakota School of Mines. The win improves them to 9-15 on the year. They are 8-10 in RMAC play. As we take a look at some of the highlights from throughout the course of this game, Emily Hovas, a career high 15 off the bench. She went 4-4 from beyond the arc. She got some help. 14 from Mason White, 6 from Agar Faris. Riley Ottman had 5 as well, as UCCS has their biggest quarters of the game in the third and fourth as they come all the way back and earn a 1-point victory. So the Mountain Lions end a 3-game losing streak and improve to 7-5 at home, as they will remain here. You take a look at Hovas, another one of those 3-pointers, and that was a pretty pass. Hovas to Mason White down low. Just all sorts of goodness there on that play. Mountain Lions only have a couple of days to enjoy this victory as they will return to action on Tuesday when they welcome in Regis. And then they will be home next Friday, the 17th, when they welcome in Western Colorado. That will be senior night as the Mountain Lions looking to hold on to a spot in the RMAC tournament. Right now, they have one at 8-10 overall in conference play for South Dakota School of Mines. The loss drops them to 3-21 overall, 3-15. This is the last play of the game. Great job by Hovass on the quick touch pass to Nillis as the Mountain Lions killed the last 5.5 seconds. Well, that does it for the women's game. We've got about 20 minutes. We'll be back. Same two schools. This time the men will go head-to-head as UCCS looking to end a losing streak there as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll see you again in about 20 minutes.